What up, dog?
Hey, let me plug my little guys in here.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get set up too. I'm gonna steal that chair from you, babe.
What?
I'm gonna go in the bedroom so you can do what you need to do out here.
I just got comfy.
Sorry.
Big things happening.
Big things happen.
All right, I'm gonna leave you here for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got it all figured out to record. And I can't hear you right now because I got my headphones plugged in. Let me unplug them for a sec. Alright, now I can hear you probably.
No.
Maybe not. Let me get my notes out. You know I took notes.
Oh, dear.
Cellular phone. Can't be lifting. I got a bad knee. One sec, buddy.
How was your leg, by the way?
Whole, what do you call it?
It's a game?
Whole production. Gotta get my chair.
Whee! Oh, the video quality is really good.
I probably want my laptop plugged in.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Perfect. Okay.
And I'm gonna plug my headphones in too, so I got you quality sound.
Wow, Skype is really a lot better than the last time I used it. I'll tell you that much.
It's not letting you what?
I said Skype is way better than the last time I used it.
Oh, that's good.
It's incredible. Let me make you a little bit smaller so I can see my notes here. I feel so official. I really don't have notes. I just have like names of people written down, but that'll suffice.
Hold on a sec. I'm not hearing anything you're saying just because I don't have my headphones on. There we go. Now I can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, sir.
All right, perfect. Perfectly is the way I want to be heard.
Perfectly perfect.
All right.
Let's make this a little bit smaller here. I can see my list. I can see you in two different places in my screen.
Magical.
It is magical.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can figure out how to record this.
What's that? I'm sorry. Am I too loud? I'm doing my podcast. Am I too loud? Hold on.
Okay, I think we're recording already, which is good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I figured we would put the headphones on and just start screaming at each other.
Sorry, I just got to check in real quick.
I understand. No worries.
Okay. Golden.
All right.
Cardinal and Golden.
All right.
That's also another good name for the podcast. Cardinal.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Podcast.
I like that.
All right, buddy. Well, first of all, good to see you. / talk to you.
Good to see you as well, my friend.
So this is your
Don't think I'm ignoring you. Yeah, this is a new pad. I'll give you a tour before we get off the phone, but
I would love one.
this is the bedroom right here.
Nice.
Yeah. How you doing? How you holding up over there?
Good. Everything's good.
Good to hear it, man.
Yeah. The drive is not as bad as I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah, where you going from, to?
I'm going from Vista to Riverside.
All right. Yeah, could be worse. Riverside's just right there, so.
It's just right there.
Straight shot. All right.
That's great.
Are you? Do you feel ready?
I feel ready.
All right. I feel ready too. Here we go.
Yeah.
First inaugural Traveling Trojan podcast with the man Greg and Quinton.
Brought to you by. No.
whatever Will Ferrell's trying to sell.
Your name here.
Your name here. Nice. Yeah, give us a Skype. We'll add you.
Give us a Skype.
All right, just dive right into it, man. Hard-hitting questions. First question I have for you, bro. We got to vote on. Who's the best quarterback on the team this year? Best quarterback award.
Now, I didn't want to spend too much time on this, although now it's legal and you really can. But, yeah, I mean, it's got to be Sammy D.
Yes, I'm in agreement. I got my notes here. I got to give it to Sammy D.
Got to give it to him.
And you know what? He disappointed me a little bit, being that he didn't win the Heisman, but he had a good year.
Hey, but you know what? Matt Fink, he had a heck of a first down rush. And,
he did.
Can't remember what.
I'm excited.
But it was at home where you're up by a few scores, and he looked pretty good. I mean, he looked pretty quick, too.
He runs like a 4.7 40.
He looked a lot quicker than Darnold.
A lot faster than me.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I don't know who. I'm thinking it's going to be quite a QB battle. We'll get to that.
That's true.
We'll have that discussion. But yeah, man, Sam Darnold threw for over 4,000 yards this year.
As good of a run as it was, I still had to give the nod to Sam.
Still had to give it to him. 26 touchdowns.
I mean, he really did have a great season.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't protect the ball.
Yeah.
His line couldn't protect him much, but I don't know. He never gets rid of it. His heart's too big.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, can't do it when you're lying on your back, like you said.
Every at bat can't be a home run.
Exactly.
Got to know when to bunt.
That's true.
And Sammy D does not know when to bunt.
That's true. Doesn't know when to bunt. That was his problem.
He was an excellent basketball player, pretty damn good football player. Never got into baseball.
I think after he did such a good job in the Rose Bowl last year, and, everyone saying that he's going to be not only the Heisman Trophy winner this year, but for sure the number 1 overall pick next year in the draft, and still could be. But I think that, he's only human. So
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to, wait, but it's a perfect segue.
Yeah.
What's the problem with Baker Mayfield? I don't get why people aren't number 1ing that guy.
Yeah. I mean, now there's a whole other can of worms that you opened up there. I mean,
pour it on me, baby.
You may call it bad coaching, or you may call it, look at that game, that Rose Bowl game at the end, when they went into overtime. Even before they went into overtime, they took the ball out of Mayfield's hands. All they were running these like reverses, and they were trying to get cute, and it's like, maybe that was awful coaching, or maybe that was because they didn't trust him. They were too afraid he was going to turn the ball over, or, I mean, sometimes guys that get that passionate, you got to rein him in a little bit. But I think, you put him in a good situation, he'll do well. Look at Drew Brees. Drew Brees is short. You can't say someone's too short.
Yeah. Yeah, if that's the only knock on him, I mean, you look at his body of expertise, and you got, Darnold and what's that loser over at UCLA's name? You got him, and they're both ranked above the guy. The guy won the Heisman,
Yeah, Josh Rosen. That's who you're thinking of. But yes. I mean, yeah, I think, like I said, if Baker Mayfield gets in the right situation with the right coach, with the right players surrounding him, I think he has a chance to succeed.
I know I'd much rather be drafted, 13th, 14th, 32nd maybe, versus being drafted first to the Browns. I'm not trying to go to the Browns.
Look at
so maybe
Jared
it's a blessing in disguise for him.
Look at Jared Goff. He just got good coaching now. You might say he had, a little bit better prospects, more of a pro body build, a little bit taller, more of a pocket passer, but still, I mean, he looked absolutely horrid last year, and this year he looked great.
Yeah, night and day.
And put in a little bit of a team around him.
Doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
Wait, is that one of our sponsors?
Sponsored by.
All right. Keep it black.
Always. Black label.
All right. Number 1 quarterback at USC, Sam Darnold. Congratulations, Sammy. You didn't win the Heisman, but you won the QP and Double G award.
I didn't even write it down because I wasn't worried I was going to forget that one.
Let me see if I got any additional notes. Nope, just Sammy D. Moving on to another challenging one.
Sounds like a great Italian restaurant, by the way. He should open one up.
Sammy D's?
First check, yeah. Gotta open up a restaurant.
I go to Sammy D's Pizza.
Yeah, exclusively showing USC games.
Come and get the D.
They're going fast.
They're going fast. Just like Sammy D. But what do you think about USC's best running back for 2017?
First of all, I forgot. I have to apologize because I do keep looking the other way, and that because
we're balling.
Our Trojan basketball team on 48-24 right now.
What was that?
48-24. Yours.
Guys?
Up on the Berkeley Bears.
All right. My sister goes to Berkeley.
I know. Ain't that a bitch?
I tried to create a chant. It hasn't caught on yet.
No?
Nah.
What
it was a chant. It goes like this. All right, you ready? It goes, how's it go? Rah, rah, rah. We are the Bears. You are not prepared for the Bears. Rah! I like it.
They're a bunch of idiots up there. They don't know what a good cheer is.
My sister's on the dance team, so she can probably just wait until she's captain, and I think she's gonna.
Strings.
Absolutely, man. We'll have the band playing Spody Yodi Doublelicious. We're gonna run that place.
Is she selling it though? Like you sell it? Is she really?
She's still a freshman.
No, she's not.
Give her some time.
They might not go for it.
Still a freshman, She'll develop.
Yeah. By the time junior year rolls around, it'll be an old classic. People will say that thing started 10 years ago.
Absolutely. Got some stuff on your face. I gotta clean you off. All right. Moving along, right on down the list.
I'll let you take
number
the
one.
On this one. Since
all right.
That's one.
Yep. All right. Go ahead and throw the question at me then.
Who was the best running back this year?
Because it's going to be broken up into segments. This is going to be like the top 10.
Oh yeah.
They only want like 15 seconds.
I know.
Number 1 running back. Gotta go with Ronald Jones, a.k.a. the Texas Tesla.
Texas Tesla.
He was burning, baby.
He is very, very good. I also went with Jones. I put Jones the second.
Yeah, number 2. Senior, a.k.a. Junior.
Yeah. He's just Jones the second because he went like this.
Ronald Jones. And everyone was like, that must mean something.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I wrote a stats. Dude had over 1,700 yards from scrimmage. That's not bad.
Yeah.
5.9 yards per carry. Although it seems like his runs only go for 10 yards apiece.
That's because he gets like 1 yard, and then 12.
Boom. And then he had 20 touchdowns.
He's a hell of a back, man. He's going to make a NFL team very happy next year.
Yeah, he's a physical guy.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a faster Buck Allen.
Yep. I mean, he's the best back we've had there in a long time. He's the most complete back I think maybe I've ever seen at SC.
Yeah.
Overall, because I've seen Reggie Bush. He was really fast. Great speed, incredible moves. Saw Lendale White. He was like the opposite.
He was the best at getting 1 yard.
He was the best at getting 1 yard, unless it's the Rose Bowl against Texas. That's a sore subject, though. We don't talk about it.
Moving on.
Moving on.
But I did, I didn't want to just give it a Rojo straight away, so I was doing some research, and I noticed that we did have 4 running backs on our team who averaged 5 yards per carry or better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you guess who the 4 are? Rojo's one of them.
I bet I can. You got to go with Said Ware.
He's in there.
Said Ware, okay. I think also from Texas. Okay, and it's got to be Stephen Carr.
Mm-hmm, you bet. And then this is the tricky one. There's a couple of choices.
I know. This is a tricky one. Because I don't think it's the guy that I think it is. But it probably is, so I'm just going to say Vaive Malapai.
You got it, buddy. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, there's that other dude whose name I can't remember right now, irresponsible of me. He's from Hawaii.
No, that's him, right?
Oh, that's him? We got a couple of weird Hawaiian names.
And we usually
Vaive Malapai, and then dude kind of played some almost like fullback, a little bit of wide out.
Yeah.
We'll get it on the
Stanley Havili, he's been gone.
Havili. No. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got my roster right here. Let me take a quick look. Give me a recap on that game you're watching.
So, man, we've been in commercial break for a hell of a time. I see done well. Jumped out to a big lead in the first half, so pretty much got that lead.
Still looking. We got a lot of walk-on tailbacks, I'll tell you what.
We do.
Maybe I made somebody up.
I think we had a guy that just graduated like a year ago, so I think I know who you're thinking of. But I couldn't tell you his name.
I don't know, I was looking at the statistics, and I was like, who's that dude?
Statistics.
Gotta check the statistics.
Statistics.
Alright, well, Vaive Malapai's brother is on hiatus. But hey, good for him, man. He averaged +5. And that's, you got 4 guys averaging 5 yards carry or better. That's special. You got 1 guy averaging 4, better than 4. I just try to be better than 4.
Oh, yeah.
That's my rule of a good running back. But anyway.
Well, I mean, give it to him twice, he'll get your first down, right?
Yeah. Rojo gets 2 Gs and a QP. Congratulations. You want to stick with the offense?
I'm cool with sticking with the offense, yeah.
All right, man. Wide receiver of the year. Who you got?
Wide receiver of the year? All right, I might shock some people here with this one. I was getting, I was getting a little bored with just, the slate of what was going on, but I'm going to go with newcomer, Tyler Vaughns.
I see where you're going with that.
I mean, he had a hell of a second half of the season.
He did.
He was pretty much our only deep threat. I mean, Pittman came on and he was just hurt too much.
Yeah. He had flashes. They always wanted to talk about his dad.
Exactly. And, we could have used Vaughns a lot more, probably. We probably didn't use him enough. But he was a legit deep threat for us. Burnett is a great receiver, but he's not the tallest, he's not the quickest, he's not the strongest. He's, Vaughns is a little more athletic, a little bigger, and I think he's going to have a hell of a season next year.
I think so, too. I got Vaughns on my radar. 800 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Yep.
Solid.
Yeah. And you check that, that's like 5 touchdowns in the last like 7 games.
Uh-huh. And he had some impressive grabs in the Ohio State game.
He did. A couple
Was he the one who made that one where he just had the 1 foot in?
Pretty sure that was him,
Just touched the toe. That was so filthy.
Pretty sure that was him. Yep. Yeah, he's legit.
I appreciate you straying from the norm there, Greg.
Yeah, well, you know. That's why you got me. That's why you hired
That's why
me.
they pay you the big bucks.
Exactly.
I myself had to go with Deontay Burnett. I wanted to think about going elsewhere, but you look at the numbers, and he just dominated.
He was our best receiver by far.
Yeah, he had 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, if he needed a big play, it was going to Burnett for sure.
But I think part of that is just, you know, Darnold just had tunnel vision to that guy all season.
He definitely did.
There were some drops, you know, there were some issues with him. And so I get that there's a little bit of a knock, but
yeah.
But, you know, he's a great player. Hopefully we have him back next year. We will, right?
I hope
His third year.
I don't think he'll go to the pros. I don't think he did well enough this year to warrant getting a high draft. If getting drafted at all. So maybe.
Yeah, I could see him, you know, stick him in the slot. He's quick. He's like a black Wes Welker.
Exactly. And well, that's what he plays, you know. He did play on the outside a little bit, but you know, that's his natural position is slot receiver. So I mean, you get Vaughn, you know, either Pittman or this guy Lewis, I think is his name, that we signed last year, is supposed to be a stud.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get one.
I don't know.
Or St. Brown.
I don't know. Maybe my boy St. Brown.
Maybe Amon-Ra.
Ooh-wee. Naksuna Moon.
Oh my God. Oh, this was the nastiest dunk I think I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. Metu.
What, are you watching videos of me?
No, it's Metu. I get it. I gotta try to see if I can show you this. Oh.
I'll watch it. So that's a split award. I like it. A couple of guys get the nod.
Great award show. I nominate this for best dunk of the year.
All right, I'll see. See if it has my vote.
Can you see the TV?
I can see it great.
Perfect.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Throw it down, big man. You know, Bill Walton's losing his mind.
I wish. If Bill was doing this game, we would have rescheduled the podcast.
Keep your eye out. My sister's probably sitting courtside in a blue dress.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's on the dance team.
Oh, shit. I guess that means she does basketball, too. Oh, damn.
Absolutely.
Never thought of that.
Yeah. So I think the future of our wide receiver game is looking pretty good. In looking at, you know, our statistics team-wide, our pass game was strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And our run game, you know, we were flowing on offense. We moved the ball.
I think
we had our issues, which we'll get to, but
absolutely. We'll save that for later. I did have a little tangent I was going to go on, but we can save it for later.
All right. Where are we at? Moving right along, my friend. Who's up?
All right. So, who was the best tight end on the team this year? Who had the best end on the team this year?
See, here's the thing about the tight ends. I had high hopes for our tight ends.
Everyone has them.
I do every year. I look at our tight ends and think, oh, these guys are going to be studs. We're going to be dominating.
Yeah.
And then, where are they?
Right.
You know? So I didn't even give a best tight end award. I couldn't justify it.
I appreciate that. I think, you know, Tyler Petit had a nice little season.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel, it doesn't matter who your baby is.
He's a big disappointment for me, man.
He was injured, I think, a lot of the season.
Okay. Well, he is, about as thick as me.
Yeah, he probably wasn't showing up to meetings and stuff. Who knows,
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to Tyler Petit. He's a workhorse.
He wasn't never supposed to be that good, and he's done a decent job,
We ran the ball pretty well all season, and he was part of that.
Yeah, he's a good blocking tight end, and he caught like four touchdowns, I think, this year.
Yeah, like 3 or 4.
Yeah, so I mean,
and like 300 something yards.
Yeah, I mean this is all I think goes to my last. Again, we'll just save it for later, but I'll
all right.
A little bit more on the tight end position as well.
Okay, I'll appreciate that. Yeah, Sammy likes to air it out as well. He's not exactly looking for the tight end. However, we can move on to our offensive lineman of the year. The big boys. Who you got, Greg?
I'm gonna go with Nico Fala. Follow me. Follow you.
Why do you think that?
He was solid. He was healthy, and he was consistent. I think, I don't know, the whole rest of the line seemed to be a little weak, I believe.
Yeah.
And, he's a senior, so I think the nod's got to go to the senior. Give us, I think, his best, and may not go on to the NFL, but I think he did a good job for us.
Yeah. There were some big games early in the season, and then throughout the season where, stuff was on the line, and we needed to be doing what we needed to be doing, and, it's not any knock on them. Injuries happen, but, you always see Toa Lobendon and Chuma Doga over there, limping off the field, and it's like, we need those guys. And as a result, my pick, offensive lineman of the year, got to give to the true freshman Andrew Voorhees.
He did have a good little season.
Dude stepped up, He might not have been the best guy out there, but he was fresh, and they called his name, and there he was.
He did a good job.
And I was going back on watching some tape, and this dude's just pull blocking like nobody's business. Like 310 pounds just in the gap.
He lives to pull.
Smacking fools.
Well, he is pretty athletic, so he can get out there. And, yeah, he's a big boy.
And I think he's got a bright future, just the fact that he got some good experience as a freshman.
I think so.
Truth be told, I almost didn't give that award to anybody either, just because of the Cotton Bowl, the way we protected. Well, so I was like, maybe nobody on that line deserves a. But
the O-line did a pretty bad job overall, especially when it counted. But
I got to remind myself, we went 11-3. We won the Pac-12.
We lost 3 guys to the draft from last year, and we had.
Yeah.
You can't do.
Yeah, that's a tough year.
It was tough.
That's a good point.
Hopefully next year we get some of these guys, these younger guys, get some experience, and we'll see. Who knows?
I mean, some of these guys are thinking about jumping ship, man, and pulling a Damian Mama and going undrafted and ended up on the practice field.
Oh my God.
Bad choice.
What a clown.
Gotta stick around, man. I've been thinking about that. Maybe we can discuss it later, but, the value of sticking around in college and getting better before you hit the pros. You don't want to hit the pros unprepared. I know everyone wants to get paid.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're not sure, why even, why? Because if you're not sure, who knows where you're going to end up, and then if you don't get drafted, it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to make a team somewhere,
Yeah.
Continue to train. What makes you think that they're going to change their mind on you after you haven't been playing football for a year?
Yeah, absolutely.
At least coming to college, you guarantee yourself a place to play where you're going to be seen. So, you give yourself a little bit of a spotlight for another year.
Unless you're a quarterback. If you're a quarterback, just float around for a while. Eventually, the 49ers will pick you up.
Or the Browns.
Stay off your knee.
If you're a bad quarterback, don't worry, the Browns will pick you.
Yeah, just stay standing for the pledge. You're going to be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried Sam's going to get picked by the Browns, and he might just find himself out of the league and never get a job anymore.
Or
Ugly.
he might get picked by the Browns, and they might win 12 straight Super Bowls.
I'll gladly wear a brown Sam Darnold jersey.
Yeah, that would be something.
It'd have to be a different color, though. I'm not wearing that color. That's
Yeah, you're gonna have to make like a green Browns jersey. Or a cardinal and gold one.
Cardinal and gold Browns.
Alright, you got any secret offensive positions that I've neglected? You gonna give out a fullback of the year award for our pistol offense?
I'm pretty sure we don't even have a fullback. And we might
I do not think we do.
we might list
Which is not
a
good.
fullback.
You should have one in reserve.
We might list a fullback, but we never use a fullback. So
When it's 4th and goal with 1 second left in the national championship, screw it. Go I for him. Put all the D linemen in. Just go for it, man.
no, I mean, if you want to go with, like a returner, like special teams, I think Ajane Harris did pretty well this year.
All right.
He
I
did.
saw him out there.
He did okay.
Yeah.
He's definitely.
He had big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't make. I don't think he made very many mistakes. I think maybe one game, like at Colorado, he muffed a punt or something. Oh no, it was that was what it was.
Yeah.
But, which was not good. But I mean, I think overall, I think he did pretty well, and he's at least good enough to. He may not have taken one back, but he's at least good enough to put that threat out there for the opposing.
Yeah, he basically ran the show for all season.
Yeah.
He was our most consistent guy, and I checked the stats, and offensively on special teams, we were pretty effective.
Yeah.
We weren't the best in the nation, but we got the job done well enough to finish 11-3 with the Pac-12 championship. First in years. That's why I'm a little down with how the season finished, but we're trending up.
That's true.
Need a strong recruiting class. Everyone out recruiting us.
Definitely. I mean, at USC it's tough because you expect to win the national championship every year, and it's also tough because a guy like Sam Darnold only comes around every so often.
Yeah.
You do always get great players or good rated players, but who knows what they're going to turn out to be. You see these. And then you see these other teams out there in college, and again, this can be saved for later.
Yeah.
But you see other teams that don't get the recruits, but every year they have, a good competitive team. So
yeah, your Washingtons and
they always get like 4 and 3-star guys, but those guys end up doing well.
Absolutely. Another thing I want to mention before we move on to defense. I know he got hurt, but where was Stephen Carr, man? Because, he got healthy. We had him for the last, 2 or 3 games of the season.
Yeah, I think it was... Where was the running game in general?
All right.
I think we gave up on the run. I think we got Sam Darnold. We're going to freaking use him, which I get and I agree with. I like the aggressive, throwing the ball. I like being aggressive, but, man... We just completely, I feel like we gave up on the run. Rojo had, 1,700 yards, you said?
Yeah, 1,700.
Yeah.
5.9 per carry.
He should have easily had 2,000.
Yeah, I agree.
Easily. I mean, he's definitely good enough to do that.
Oh, yeah, and you look how the beginning of the season went for him, man. He was breaking off 200-yard games. But, yeah, I would have liked to see a little bit more Stephen Carr down the stretch. I felt like he was extremely explosive in the first few games, got hurt, and then we just kind of, gave up on him, and
yeah,
we could have used him.
I think we could have used both of them on the field at the same time. Put Stephen Carr.
That would have been nice.
Put Stephen Carr at, an H-back, or, just put him on the field.
Yeah, maybe throw a jet sweep in there or something.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. He's good in space, man. He'd make people miss.
Exactly.
Stephen Carr's just electric. Yeah.
Well, we'll see plenty of them next year.
Forward to see that dude.
We'll see plenty of them.
Fast like a car. A Stephen Carr.
Esteban Carr.
Esteban Carro. What do you do to me? All right. Where do we want to start off on defense? Shoot it at me.
You're hosting. You're the host.
All right.
Just the colored guy.
Let's start on top and work our way down. Who is your safety of the year?
Safety of the year. I got to go with Chris Hawkins.
That's a fine choice.
Chris Ball Hawkins. He was just making every play out there. On defense.
Yeah.
He was, he was one of our better players this year on defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
He became very solid after, I didn't think he was great his first few years. I think he was, he was always in the fold, but he really stepped up.
Yeah, absolutely. Big senior,
Yeah.
He's been there. He's a leader.
Great season.
Leader of the defense. He's totaled. He just filled up the stat box, man. He had 88 tackles, which was second on the team, only to our boy Cam Smith. He had 3 sacks, 2 turnovers. So yeah man, he was excellent out there.
Did it all.
I do have honorable mention Marvell Tell, 3.
Always love Marvell Tell.
Yeah, Martell. He's my boy.
Safety out there that has some length like him, and he can come up and he can still hit. He's kind of a long, lanky guy, but man, he is. They just put that dunk up on Bleacher Report, and
Are they watching our shit?
They're watching that. Exactly.
We're gonna have to figure out how to do beep. This is a family show.
Screw it.
Yeah, 85 tackles for Martell. Only 3 shy of Hawkins.
Yeah, I mean,
and 3 interceptions. Dude scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
Martell, man, I like him. I was excited when we recruited that guy. I could just tell he was going to be a quality dude. I could tell.
3 times. That's how I know.
3 times. 3 picks. That's what the 3 stands for.
3-6.
All right, man. So the QP and Double G Award, Best Safety of the USC 27 year, Chris Ball Hawkins. Congratulations.
Nice. Attaboy.
Your hardware's in the mail. Where you want to go? You want to go cornerback? You want to go to linebacker?
Sure.
What do you feel like?
You can go with corner.
All right, corner.
Stay in the secondary.
Am I up? I think I asked you. I think I'm up right here.
You're up. Yep.
All right.
Who was the best corner?
Well, there's the obvious choice. Our best corner. But I think that I like you. I didn't want to just go with the obvious. Let me say it, Biggie Marshall, Iman. They didn't throw to his side of the field at all season. No one threw at him.
I hear you.
So he didn't see very much of him. He didn't get a pick. He didn't do a whole lot. I think he had like 7 defended passes. But yeah, in watching the games, they just ignored his side of the field and attacked everyone else.
You know what?
And that's why I feel like I had to stray away from Biggs. Number 1 QP Double G award winner, a Jane A. Harris, baby. Had to go with the Jane A.
You're going with the Jane?
Yeah, he shocked me. Yeah, but you look at the stats. Dude had 58 tackles, 3 picks, and a touchdown. I'll tell you this. I know I'm not going with Jack Jones. I hope you didn't.
I did.
All right.
Go with Jack Jones.
All right.
I think
we have
is the best talent, and he may not have had a great year, but he's gotten consistently better. And
yeah.
I like you were saying about the team, where he's trending up. He's gonna be the goods. And I'm excited
I can dig that.
him and Biggie. I love the fact that they're both on the on the team at the same time on opposite sides. A couple of Long Beach Poly boys out there can never do you no harm, you know?
Yep.
I mean,
Maybe they'll bring Snoop back.
why not? Convert him back.
Yeah, he's not much of a UCLA fan. All right, yeah. All right. I had it written down here to ask you specifically, are you disappointed in Jack Jones? We have our answer. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was shocked. Ajane. Okay, Biggie Marshall, 51 tackles. Ajane Harris, 58 tackles. Biggie Marshall, 0 interceptions. Ajane Harris, 3 of them.
3 interceptions.
Jack Jones had 4. So, yeah, 2 in the Cal game.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. Jack Jones plays physical. He doesn't get much respect from the refs. You know, they call stuff on him when they're not calling stuff on other guys. They were doing that to Biggie last year, though.
Yeah. I love watching.
They're doing that to Biggie.
You want your corners to be feisty like that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
You want him to literally not care about getting up in the guy's jock every freaking minute.
Yeah.
Every play.
You gotta be.
You know?
And he's quick. And that's just, you know, when you play on the other side of Biggie, they're going to throw your way. They just have to.
Exactly.
And so, you know, there were some completions against the dude, but he also stepped up and made some big plays, so.
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
Especially nowadays college, they're throwing it just as much as they're in the pros, you know? I mean, not quite as much, but man, especially in the Pac-12, we're seeing a lot of offenses that are just airing the ball out. So, I mean, you're going to get those numbers against you.
By the way, when you look at the ranks of football teams in the FBS, USC ranked high in pass defense.
Nice.
Yeah, that secondary was quality.
Yeah.
There weren't too many big shots against us down the stretch. Nobody got down the field. We were fighting, so
it wasn't as bad as it had been in the past few years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely improved.
Just getting burned by everybody.
Even with the loss of Adoree Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Take that, Arcega Whiteside. Jerk. Cool. So we'll break that award in half and we'll send it to 2 houses. Biggie Marshall, keep checking your mail. It ain't coming. Alright, I'm going to take a break from our list to give out a special award.
Okay.
Best name. We had some good names recently.
Ooh.
We had Juju, got Akacedric. Some are still with us, some have moved on. Adoree.
That's true. Well,
got some great names.
I mean, mine is actually an award winner of mine. So I don't know if I should say it or not.
All right, so hold on to that one, and you can double award him. For me, it was no competition. I gotta go with Reed Budrovich. Budrovich, baby.
That's true. Best name. Great name. That is true.
Budrovich. Decent kicker. Excellent name. Reed Budrovich. This Bud's for you. Sponsor.
Oh my god.
Alright. Moving right along. By the way, I know who won the best name. You can't fool me. Where are we at? We got our linebackers and our D-line left.
Yep.
Let's go with the D-line.
D-line? Okay. Is it my turn?
It is, I believe.
Okay. I gotta go with Rasheem Green.
Gotta go with Rasheem Green.
Bald.
The green machine.
Bald this year.
Yep.
Was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressed. Very impressed with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he was supposed to be great, and he'd always disappointed.
Yeah. I was very excited when we recruited him. I took one look at that guy and said he's gonna beat some people up.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year he finally, played like a man.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. Rasheem Green, absolutely. Defensive Lineman of the Year, 2017.
Nice. All right.
QP True G.
Yep.
Honorable mention. No, I'll hold on to that actually. Psych. Psych.
Psych.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
All right. That leaves us only with linebacker of the year.
All right. Well, I gotta
Who's going to be? Well, I think it's my turn, actually.
Your turn. Your turn.
All right, my turn. I'll lead the way. Had to be Cam Smith. I mean, I know there were a couple choices, but truth be told, we were really bad at stopping the run, and Cam Smith was the only person out there stopping the run. He's just doing it by himself.
This is the heart and soul of that defense.
Yeah, are you doing something? You went mute for a second.
Hmm?
You were mute for a second, but I think you're back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I good?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay.
Say that about Cam again.
I just said he is. He's a great linebacker, and he was the heart and soul of the defense. I mean, he's definitely. I mean, you could tell that he's, a captain of that team, captain of that defense, and when he's not in, it's definitely a way different team out there.
Mm-hmm. Was that your pick?
I gotta go with my boy Uchenna Nwosu. Also my choice.
I thought you might.
Yeah.
You're what?
Also my choice for best name.
Best name of the year.
Uchenna Nwosu.
Nwosu.
Amazing name to say. It's very fun to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And man, he's also. He played well for us this year.
Mm-hmm. And
every tackle, Uchenna Nwosu. Every play in the backfield, Uchenna Nwosu.